هنا قلب الرياض بالحب يجمعنا، يا مرحب يا هلا واهلا بزايرنا. هنا قلب الرياض بالحب يجمعنا، يا مرحب يا هلا واهلا بزايرنا. رياض الفن والابداع، تخيلتي وصيتك شاع، عبرتي في الخيال اقطار. رياض الفن والابداع، تخيلتي وصيتك شاع، تخيل عبرتي في الخيال اقطار. في موسم بهجة واستمتاع، في موسم ذوق 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 ذوق. الرياض تخيل في الرياض صار اللي ما قد صار. ظهرنا العالم وصرنا محط الانظار. تخيل في الرياض صار اللي ما قد صار. ظهرنا العالم.
حي الله نيوكاسل. ننتظر ان شاء الله نيوكاسل بفارغ الصبر. راح يزور ان شاء الله المملكه العربيه السعوديه تحديدا الرياض ان شاء الله في 23 يوم الاحد القادم باذن الله. اهلا بكم في Transferency Day 14. Welcome lads and lasses, Transferency with Chris and Dave tonight, and I hope I know the link or the players Chris and Dave will mention will not play tomorrow against Watford. I hope we have enough players to get the 3 points tomorrow. Welcome lads.
Assalamu alaikum. Masā khair.
وعليكم السلام. مساء النور.
How are you lads? I'll keep the Geordie because I'm doing it.
All right, lads. So big day. I think a lot of players being linked to Newcastle as usual, and I hear today press conference of Eddie Howe. He says something like, if we didn't, if the other teams exaggerating in the or asking too much unreasonable price, we will move away. We will leave the room. So what's the news, Chris?
All right, so I will start with Newcastle is competing with Watford, not just tomorrow, but to sign a player. And this is Ligue 1 from France star Ludovic Blas, 24-year-old. He's actually been compared to be dubbed as better than Mo Salah at his age. So he's there's former Liverpool midfielder Chiravella said to SoFoot, when it comes to pure talent, I rate Blas above the others. I played with Coutinho, Firmino, Salah, and Sadio Mane. I know what they are capable of. He has nothing to envy when it comes to talent.
Which team and which nationality is he?
So he plays for let's see.
طبعا هذا اللاعب الوسط لودوفيك بلاس 24 سنة. يقارنونه طبعا يقول انه افضل محمد صلاح في بداياته، لكن انا صراحة اول مرة اسمع فيه. نشوف which team which nationality. He's look French.
Yeah, he's French.
لاعب فرنسي. يعني he's linked to Newcastle, ها؟
Yes.
إنه يعني ممكن ينتقل إلى نيوكاسل.
He's like in the 2021 season, he recorded the most successful dribbles. So he sounds like he might have like the ball skills of.
No, enough. We have Saint Maximin.
Hopefully he passes and shoots better.
يعني يقول لك عنده مهارات في احتفاظ بالكرة، إنه اعتبروه في سنة 20 أو موسم 2021 من أعلى اللاعبين احتفاظ بالكرة. It's alright. We'll find it later. يعني يلعب في الدوري الفرنسي. Okay, that's midfielder. Okay, what's next?
Hold on, I'm just gonna
Have you heard about him, Dave? This player, Ludovic Blas.
No, not heard of him.
Okay, he plays for
something out of the blue completely to me.
Yeah, he plays for Nantes.
نانت الفرنسي. نانت الفرنسي.
I know it's like I saw some tweet in response to one of these stories. Is like, does Newcastle know there's other leagues besides France?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like going back to Graham Carr, right? When we were just like we just
buying all the French. Remember that day we had a French day?
Yeah, French. Everything was French under Pardew.
Yeah, mind you, we had my photograph taken with a can girl that day.
Chris here, McHole, he says, I like.
Owly didn't get that one. Owly didn't get that joke.
Yeah. What did you say?
Chris, how man?
Why, man?
No, I'm sorry. What was you saying about the tweet?
When we signed all the French players under Graham Carr,
yeah,
we had a French day.
Yes, I remember this. Yes.
Yeah, and that day I got my photograph taken with a can girl.
Yes.
So that's what I was saying. The can girls, you know what I mean? Can girls.
I know what it is. Yeah.
I know cans and they know girl, but I do not together.
No, don't Google it from Saudi.
No.
You'd get arrested.
No. All right.
The next apparently, this is a name that we heard earlier before the window. Newcastle have submitted the highest bid for Nicholas Sewell of is he plays for Bayern Munich?
Yeah,
Yeah. Why do you think this appear now? Is it that just to twist the arm of those who raise the prices for us? We are searching again.
I don't think I see us getting anyone from Bayern. You know, that's.
Well, I think that Chris, it's unusual that we were linked with them before the window, and we're now being linked with them again. And I know
sounds like agent talk. Agents like, hey, we're still here.
They're obviously trying to push his price. You know, he wants better money and all that sort of stuff. So, no, like the last player you discussed, I think these again are players which have been mentioned by their agents.
Yeah,
to get them better deals, and everybody just gets linked with Newcastle.
Yes. Well, we haven't even gotten to the third player who's from the same agency as Trippier and Wood.
طبعا عدنا الى المربع الاول. اللاعب او مدافع بايرن ميونخ الالماني نيكولاس سول ارتبط في يعني انه ينضم لنيوكاسل قبل طبعا سوق الانتقالات. رجع هذا الكلام اليوم ينعاد انه تم تقديم اعلى عرض ممكن تقديمه لهذا المدافع. He's Germany actually. Nicholas Sole. Sound.
I'm making me Google everything here.
No, his name doesn't look like German. I don't know. Nicholas Sole.
Yeah, he's from Frankfurt. The Sul has I don't know, would you say it as an umlaut? Yeah. You know, like the double dot over it. So which means that it's like the character in Arabic which makes you lengthen the vowel. Is it the you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, you know, but
the thing that looks like a fish above the letter, right?
Yeah.
Or is it called a dama?
شدة. ايه طبعا نيكولاس سول بحرف اللام قصد حرف الشدة.
We're talking Arabic grammar on the show.
Okay. I tell you what, you know what it is? I'll stick to the Geordie. At least it's bloody easy to understand.
No, trust me. Chris advanced Arabic, mashallah, really. And he knows shadda, what is shadda. I don't know what is shadda.
Okay.
Ahmed saying why Newcastle is late in centre back signings, although they really in need for them, which is right. يعني اليوم يا أحمد أنا أسأل نفسي نفس السؤال.
We're trying to squeeze us for all the money.
ما هم عشان عارفين إنه إحنا محتاجين دفاع، يبوني على قولة كريس سكويزس، يضغطونا، يبون يعصرون، يبون يشفطون الفلوس يعني باختصار يعني. احنا عندنا ميزانيه محدده واخترنا لاعبين بالاسم، لكن عارفين احنا نحتاج مدافعين فيحطون اسعار عاليه. شفنا احنا اليوم تصريح المدرب ايدي هاو قال ايش؟ قال اي فريق بيعلي علينا السعر بنسحب عليه من الاخر.
It's a lot of it's all to do with, like what Chris says, it's the other teams are trying to get as much money out of it as possible, and our owners are being quite astute by saying, no, if we're not going to pay that, we'll walk away, and that's good that we're not being held to ransom.
Yeah.
But as well, at the moment, a centre back isn't a priority. We've got 3 weeks. We've got 2.5 weeks to go before the window closes. If we haven't signed the centre back by the end of 2 weeks' time, I'd be worried.
Yeah.
But not at the moment. Our priority is we need somebody who can score goals, because we can't beat teams with centre halves. Centre halves. You need a striker. So we've got Chris Wood in, and we've got someone who can supply the crosses in Trippier. Let's just wait and see.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, just like you're right, Dave. But the issue is we have Watford, we have Leeds. It's a crucial game in the relegation battle. So, we wish if we have defender on these days. But I think hopefully Shar and Leslie hopefully will do for us. Someone here asking, what's your opinion in Clark? I think he knows our opinion. خلاص تعرف انت يا مكحول ليش تسالنا هذا السؤال؟
Right. Educate Dave, please.
That means finished.
خلاص.
No need انتو.
Finished. Okay, so should we move on? So
educate Dave.
Speaking of center backs, now the latest price, which it'll probably rise again. The latest price from Lille for Sven Botman is 55 million euros, which is today's price, 47 million pounds.
47.
So we'd break our Joe Linton transfer record for a center back.
Do you think this is the final price? They will go for it? No, not the final price.
No, I think it's they each thing they say they don't want to sell. So I think they're just having a laugh. But we'll see. Maybe we'll call their bluff and pay it.
If we get Carlos, Diego Carlos, do you think we'll not get Botman? خلاص? Only Botman? Only Carlos?
Not خلاص.
مو خلاص ها؟ مو خلاص ولا خلاص.
نعم. That means together, Dave. نعم.
Yeah, I think we'll get them both together. But if it might happen is that Botman might have to wait until possibly the close season. But if we get Carlos through the door, let's look at getting Carlos. Let's at least get one of them through the door before the transfer window closes. And I agree with Chris. I think the Botman will go right to the last day of the transfer window, and then we'll test their resolve. We'll either say no, we're not paying anymore, or say yes, here's the money, we're signing them. So it'll go at the last day.
So and in the last day they can't increase the price more. يتوقع ديف كريس انه راح نحصل على المدافعين الاثنين ديجو كارلوس وبوتمان، لكن بوتمان راح يتاخر حسب كلام ديف، من قالها من قبل. حاسس انه هذا الوضع اللي بيكون بالنسبه لبوتمان. مكحول يقول راح يتم توقيع قلب دفاع في الاغلب مع كارلوس بعد اشبيليا and he will يودع الجمهور. مكحول says Carlos will be signed after Ishbiliya game, I think with Real Betis, if I'm not mistaken, and he will say goodbye to the fans.
Yes.
And today we notice I think a tweet by Lee Reader. He says in the press conference of Ishbiliya, Seville coach Loptigi, he was angry and he's I think kind of shouting against the media when they ask him. Lopetegi, when they ask him about Carlos Diego's going to Newcastle, he was angry. Have you heard this?
I'm sure every coach will be angry,
No, but in the media you have to control your feelings,
All right, next.
Next.
Newcastle are looking at another striker from France. Basically, everyone from France is Montpellier striker Steffi Mavididi. Let me see where he's from.
Who? What?
Steffi
Graf, the tennis player.
Steffi Graf.
He's English.
Oh.
He's from let's see where he was born.
ستيفي مهاجم فرنسي اسمه ستيفي لينك في نيوكاسل.
He's from Derby. Of course. You know, the Maldini clan of Derby.
So maybe Mike Ashley will buy him.
So he's rated at 15 million pounds, which means they'll ask 30 million from us.
Actually, France, they have great players, and
yes.
It should be it should be cheap, little cheaper, but
here's the link.
Supposedly,
he has 6 goals and 3 assists in 18 Ligue 1 appearances this season. His younger brother Sean is already at NUFC.
Newcastle, yeah.
Sean Mavididi.
Yeah.
He's in Newcastle, Sean?
He's already there.
Sean Mavididi.
And under 23?
Yeah.
He's one of the...
that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, هذا اللاعب اسمه ستيفي.
We could get the long staffs. We take about the long staff. So we have the Mavididi from Derby brothers.
So Stevie Maldini. Mavidi. Okay. Stevie Mavidi. Yeah, sorry, Dave.
No, sorry. Carry on. I'll mention it afterwards.
Okay. ستيفي مديدي لاعب انجليزي يلعب في فرنسا، صغير في السن. اخوه الاصغر اسمه شون يلعب في نيوكاسل تحت 23 سنه. عموما قدر ب 15 مليون، 6 اهداف 3 اسيست من 18 مباراه.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just going to share just a bit of a joke. We've got a problem with always signing the wrong brother. We signed Orlando Aarons, when we should have signed Max Aarons.
Yes.
We signed Jacob Murphy, and we should have probably signed his brother. What's his brother called?
Aaron.
I can't remember. I don't know.
Aaron Murphy.
Aaron Murphy, yeah, but he's another one. And
I think George Weah brother, as I'm not mistaken. Right? No,
that was the one. That's the one that went to Sunderland. George Weah's brother or his cousin went to Sunderland.
Yeah, I think something like that. Yeah.
They found out later
طبعا ديف يقول للاسف، احنا للاسف دائما نوقع مع الاخ الغلط، يصير دائما نوقع مع لاعب واخوه يكون لاعب كبير في نادي ثاني، احنا نوقع مع الاخ الغلط، يقول هذا عاده عندنا في نيوكاسل، تجارب سابقه.
I forgot to mention for the first one that I got mentioned, Ludovic Blas. He the guy from France. Well, everyone's from France. He is also represented by the same agents as Trippier and Wood. So basically, we're just going through all those guys and saying, do they have a release clause? Can we get them? How much can we get them for?
Yeah, exactly.
Because again, like I said on another show, now we're the ones in position to pay release clauses rather than get players off of us by having low release clauses like we had for. I always come back to who's the French. I mean the Spanish guy, Marino, who we lost.
Yeah, Marino.
We had a 10 million.
Yeah, and the release clause of Wood actually, consider by Burnley, it's a huge amount of money. So they think nobody will break it.
He's beat Cristiano Ronaldo for the most money paid for an over 30-year-old player in the Premier League.
Exactly. Yeah.
Cristiano still has the record from from the world record because Juventus paid more than that to bring him from Real, but the British record for over 30 signing is Chris Wood.
Mansour say the coach is, it's so obvious. He doesn't just sign any players. He mentioned that today. He liked the tall players or tall strikers because, yeah. Okay. Who you expect to win tomorrow? Newcastle.
Who are we here?
To be honest, I think it's dangerous to get to a new CB with no Premier League experience. I would rather to have one defender with the Premier League experience. مجدي والله لو تشوف بس if you see but our
have you seen
CB,
our defense?
I see that. I was gonna say, have you seen our defense? We've got three centre halves who've got Premier League experience.
We have no Premier League quality.
No offense, but any one of us, me or Chris or Dave, will be better than Newcastle CB right now.
The funny thing when I first saw that Ludovic link, and I forgot like about League. I thought it said League One, and I was like, we're going after a League One.
Yeah, me too. It's a France League One. Yeah.
Yeah. God.
Okay. Ben Graf asked, what about left back? We supposedly before to have Lucas Dean. So what do you think?
We haven't been linked to any other left backs. There's some speculation, Dave. I don't know if you've heard this, that Trippier we know can play on the left and the right, and there's some speculation that if we don't put Kraft in at left back, then we could bring Trippier over to left back and then have more options at right back. But I don't know.
Manquillo play left back that time.
No, well, Manquillo can't. He's suspended.
He's out. With he's had five yellow cards, so he's out this match.
Yeah. So if they play anybody right back, they'll play Murphy right back, and they'll play Trippier on the left.
Yeah.
Jamal Lewis doing great. Yani he's Northern Ireland player, international.
We don't want Matt Ritchie at left back.
Of course, but Jamal Lewis doing fine. I think, yani we can hold the season with
it. He's training, but he's not coming back.
Ready yet.
He's not ready. He's not match fit yet. So
I mean for the long run.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Qasim says, Salam alaikum.
One match.
Why we didn't bring a player from Championship like Chelsea when they bring Conte when he bring
we've got enough Championship players in the world.
You know,
قاسم ديف يقول عندنا لاعبين الشامبيونشيب ايش كثرهم.
I wouldn't be surprised if we don't get the young guy from France that we will still look at Ben Brereton Diaz from who's broken Alan Shearer's record, goal scoring record at Blackburn.
Diaz, yeah. Brereton Diaz.
Yeah, but that'll be
في مهاجم في مهاجم ممكن يجي في الصيف على كلام ديف. بريترن دياز من بلاكبيرن روفرز يعني احصائيا حطم رقم ألان شيرر في الفريق يعني بعدد اقل من المباريات. بندر says we really need defense midfielder not just CB. You're right.
Yeah.
فعلا صحيح نحتاج.
Can't have Joe Linton do everything.
We have sober Joe Linton. Bender. Okay, what next, Dave? Chris and Dave.
I think I'm kind of winding up here, but let's see if Sean is going to see if you guys want to. Dave, you want to discuss anything? I can look at Sean.
Okay.
A couple of stories that are doing the rounds, but just old stuff we've seen before. Luke Edwards is again dropping names such as Gini Wijnaldum and Donny van de Beek, which we knew about. But certainly the Donny van de Beek one, a loan signing seems to be gathering pace. So let's look possibly before the transfer window, or certainly the next couple of weeks, that Donny van de Beek will be given the chance to resurrect his career at Man United by coming on loan.
So no Van de Beek and no Wijnaldum. So
and I saw Sky Sports was talking about linking Dele Alli as on a loan signing to Newcastle, but it depends on whether what's his name, the manager at Tottenham,
Conte,
whether he wants him to play elsewhere, because he hasn't been given a chance by Conte or Mourinho or who was the Pochettino so much recently. So he's been out of favor. The question is his head, been out of favor for so long? Would he be able to do a job on loan, or would he just sort of would he not be there?
Yeah. Again, Gleison Bremer and Hugo Ekitike is again just bubbling under the water. We don't know what's going on there. We know we've got an interest in Ekitike, but again, it's a wait and see. The money they're asking for these sort of players at the moment for the age that they are.
Have you noticed, Dave? Have you noticed some deals went to the bid a bit or quite, then it's regenerated again.
Yeah,
and likewise
is not dead. People think it's dead, but it's not. Dead.
Yeah. With Butman, with Ekitike, with Carlos, it's just doing circle.
I think the owners, as well as Mr. Al Rumian, they are working behind the scenes, and I still think there's a possibility of some names coming up which we don't even know about.
Yes, I think we've been saying the same names in the paper talk for whole show, all of our shows. So I think our next signings could be people that are not on the paper talk.
ممكن يعني يتوقع ديف وكريس ممكن التوقعات القادمه مو شرط من الاسماء اللي تذكر في الاعلام، لانه اللي في الاعلام تقريبا زي ما نقول يعني ما راح نقول احترقت، بس خلاص كثر الكلام عنها وصارت وسيله او ماده فقط للصحفيين عشان يبيعون الجرايد ويقصون علينا يعني.
I was intrigued by what Mitch said on Amigos when he was talking about, we're going to possibly at some point in the next few weeks, we're going to have all of the owners in Newcastle. Now,
that's a rumor. I don't know if that's true or not.
Yeah, but it normally happens every year, where
not just the owners, but he said the PIF will possibly be coming over.
Yeah, but the thing is, Mohammed bin Salman, he comes over quite a bit because he goes shooting in Northumberland.
Yeah,
and it's actually quite funny when he does come here. The Saudi Air Force bring their own helicopters and their own planes, and when they fly over my house, and they care, here comes the Saudis, and but if this happens, then don't miss the fact that there could be a big signing on that day or around that time. So there might be some big signings because they want to say this is our club and we are buying these players, we're bringing these in. So
which day you mean, Dave? Which day?
I don't know. I think it'll be fairly shortly because the shooting season is open at the moment. So let's see what happens.
يتوقع يعني ديف صفقة كبيرة يعني في الأيام القادمة يعني. طيب, Sayaf ask your guest Dave and Chris, we need a goalkeeper because our goalkeepers have a lot of mistakes.
And there's some rumor that Dubravka has re-aggravated the foot injury, which kept him out.
Oh,
We didn't get infected and stuff like that. It was all these complications. It always seems like Dubravka, when he has an injury, he always has a complication. So you say, he's out 2 weeks with a ankle.
Yeah, this is
happened.
Yeah, this is we call it like a long-term injury. It's like, really?
We say that too.
What a coincidence!
I think if you go back to the Cambridge game when they scored that goal, Dubravka was injured.
Limping. Yes.
And he was limping. So
that
aggravated the injury. Then that's probably why. But he's got a fitness test tomorrow before the game. If he doesn't play, then of course Darlow comes in. So
I remember his injury is the ankle, but in the Cambridge game he was holding his thigh, I think, or knee.
No, it was. I think it was his lower leg. I think. I don't know. Because look, if he's injured, then it explains why he hasn't been at his best.
Yeah.
If he's carrying an injury and he's playing below. Yeah.
And Dean Henderson from Man United has been asking Ralph Rangnick to let him go somewhere else, and so far Ralph Rangnick has been resisting that. But maybe there's something there. I mean, I think that the links to Newcastle could be real.
It seems the coach of Manchester United doesn't want anyone to leave, even for loan. طبعا دين هندرسون يعني
we need Van der Beek and Henderson.
طبعا بالنسبه لدين هندرسون حارس مانشستر ممكن يعني كان في كلام انه يعني ممكن يطلع اعاره، لكن المدرب الجديد الالماني واضح انه متمسك في اللاعبين. حتى فان دي بيك حاول انه يطلب منه يعني اوكي يعني اذا تبغى تروح اعاره نقدر نخليك تروح، بس انا انصحك تجلس نهايه الموسم. بالنسبه للحراسه السياف سؤاله انه دوبرافكا حارس ممتاز لكن عنده اصابه مزمنه في الكاحل للاسف، فعلا قد نحتاج الى حارس. Now this is excited. So what's your expectation for the lineup tomorrow? Ask.
Well, I mean, obviously we know Wood will start up front.
One striker or two wing, one striker or two striker.
Well, we don't have any other healthy strikers.
Maybe Saint Maximin they will play as striker. Maybe.
So okay, what I'd like to see, I don't know what Eddie Howe is going to do. I'd like to do like maybe a 3-4-3. But I don't know if we've got if we can play like Ryan Fraser. Ryan Fraser, St. Maximin, and or kind of like maybe like a not a 3-4-3, but like with Chris Wood sort of at the top.
Yeah, I think they will play 4-5-1. 4-2-3-1.
Yeah, I think they'll play
Fraser.
Yeah,
I think they'll play
modified 4-5-1.
Yeah, I'd go with a 4-5. I'd go with a 4-5-1 where they play Fraser and they'll play.
Who will be behind Wood?
It'll be either Maxi. It'll be Maxi or Willock.
Willock.
Yeah.
Probably Willock in the middle and Maxi on the left.
Yeah. That'd be great.
Yeah.
متوقع تكون 4-5-1 يقول طبعا حي الله أهل ليبيا بن جراف، معلش الاسم يعني ما أنطقه كويس. Is it possible next week after winning over Watford we can sign 3 players next week?
Anything is possible, but is it probable? Probable, probably not.
With as well, if it seems a daft thing to say, but if we beat Watford tomorrow, right, and we get out the bottom 3, that makes our position a hell of a lot stronger because we're no longer on the bottom 3. We're not in the relegation zone.
Yes.
We can be seen to be pulling away.
Yes.
And that might attract those players who are being hesitant at the moment.
Yes.
So
it sounds like everyone who we're linked to, well, these players, at least the defenders, they want to come, and it's the clubs that are resisting.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not I think really the only guy that we've seen that said no, that's not for me is Troy Dean. I think everyone else had said, yeah, Newcastle, I'll be having that, or whatever the Watford owner said.
Yeah.
No, who was the Norwich owner? I'll be having that.
I'll be having that. Yeah.
McHall expecting crazy transfers in this window. Also, he's saying interesting theory. He says, I notice when the other strikers or other team, they are focused on Dubravka leg or foot to injury him. This is his theory. Could possible?
Yeah.
Because they know he's injured.
Yeah,
Well,
there's always that. There's always that case.
He definitely he's got a problem recently where he doesn't seem very confident on the ball. Like on you know, he's not collecting the ball when he should. When he should be punching it out, he's just kind of waving at the ball. So he does seem a little bit off. And yeah, I was worried about him when he went down in a heap against Cambridge. And you know, you saw what was it? Gillespie suit up because they thought he was coming on, but that didn't happen.
But the thing is, as well, when there's a couple of times when the ball's been passed back to him, he's been a bit hesitant in kicking the ball away.
Yeah.
Now, either that's because his standing leg isn't strong enough, or his kicking foot isn't strong enough.
Yeah.
To kick from a dead position rather than kicking from his hands.
Yeah.
So that could be, you know, if they're closing him down, he's being rushed and he's probably not strong enough.
If we put Darlow in, he's dreadful. He's dreadful at kicks.
But he said, Majdi, Darlow have COVID and Woodman, so who will goalkeepers tomorrow?
Gillespie.
I haven't seen
Gillespie. Really in trouble.
I haven't seen that Darlow and Woodman have COVID.
We know there's a few players got COVID. We don't know who's got it. We don't know who's.
ما احنا متأكدين يا مجدي إنه عندهم كوفيد ولا لا.
Willock had too many chances.
Yeah, he has, but he's been. I think Chris mentioned it a couple of days ago. The thing is with Willock, I think with him, he scored so many goals last season in the hope that he would go back to Arsenal and get a decent contract. And that didn't happen. And I think he's just hasn't got the heart at the minute.
Yeah.
And I think Chris mentioned that the other day. And I think he's right. When you look at it, he's perhaps feeling a bit left out.
Yeah.
You know?
بالنسبة لي ولك يعني يرى ديف وكريس إنه يعني لاعب محبط. يعني يمكن كان يتأمل يجلس مثلا في أرسنال ويقدم له عرض، يعني يمكن تعرف يعني صغير في السن قد يكون عايش في مرحلة إحباط. بن قراف بشد الراء. Any update on Cantwell?
Nothing.
No, I think that Dean Smith is still being rather cagey about why Cantwell has not been in the lineup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Again, his head might have been turned.
Yeah.
You know, he's seen that Newcastle want him, and you know, maybe he's kicking off with his manager, and so he certainly hasn't played, and I'm not sure he's going to be playing tomorrow or not, but you know, we'll see. Nothing at the moment.
طبعا يعني الى الان ما في ولا شيء على موضوع كانتويل. يعني اليوم كان هادي بالنسبه للموضوع. كانتويل مصر المدرب انه كانتويل مصاب او عنده اصابه معينه. مدربهم دين سميث. سياف says the new striker could he play tomorrow? Of course.
Of course. That's why we registered him.
Or I will bet on him. Of course he will play. اكيد راح يلعب ولا ليش شفناه نبغاه يلعب. حتى اليوم ايدي هاو يقول 30 عرضيه في مباراه كامبريدج ما لقينا احد ينط يسجلها، فاكيد جاب. حتى اليوم قاعد يقول ما شاء الله اللاعب طويل وحنا ما جبنا له عشان تسجيل الاهداف واجادته الالعاب الهوائيه وما الى ذلك. All right, anything else, lads, before we wrap up?
I don't have anything else.
Just the story in the Chronicle tonight, repeating the Nikola Milinkovic, whatever you want to call him, it's still in the headlines in the Chronicle that, you know, because of the Botman thing, that if we can't get Botman, they're going to be looking at Nikola, but that, as I can see, that's in the Chronicle tonight. But nothing more concrete than, again, story in the papers.
Yeah.
And that's the Chronicle. And I don't like putting too much store by what the Chronicle say.
Yeah.
But that's as much as I've got on players.
Yeah. That's it.
Okay. Result and who will score?
You know what? I
I'm
think
saying this for our show tomorrow.
1-0 for me. 1-0 Wood.
We're still
Westwood
doing
1-0.
our show tomorrow morning.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 2-0.
Yeah.
Wood and St. Maximin. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I'm gonna go for a 3-0, and I'm gonna say that Wood's gonna get 2 of them, and I think Shelby will get a screamer. So I think we'll win 3-0 tomorrow.
We wish نيوكاسل all the luck tomorrow. إن شاء الله نيوكاسل يفرحنا بكرة بفوز جميل. نراكم غدا إن شاء الله صباحا 10 صباح بتوقيت إنجلترا، 1 ظهرا بتوقيت السعودية. آخر أخبار من الصحف السعودية والبريطانية مع كريستوفر and Dave of course. بكرة إن شاء الله. Tomorrow we'll see you tomorrow in our show from latest from newspaper in Saudi Arabia and Newcastle. See you all and have a good night. Have a nice weekend all.
All right. مع السلامة.
هنا قلب الرياض بالحب يجمعنا، يا مرحب يا هلا واهلا بزايرنا. هنا قلب الرياض بالحب يجمعنا، يا مرحب يا هلا واهلا بزايرنا. رياض الفن والابداع، تخيلتي وصيتك شاع، عبرتي في الخيال اقطار. رياض الفن والابداع، تخيلتي وصيتك شاع، تخيل عبرتي في الخيال اقطار. في موسم بهجة واستمتاع، في موسم ذوق 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 ذوق. الرياض تخيل، تخيل في الرياض صار اللي ما قد صار. بهرنا العالم وصرنا محط الانظار. تخيل في الرياض صار اللي ما قد صار.